you'd like to give them when you think about just emotional intelligence as a whole, right? So first, just what would you want to tell them? That's one, two tips there. And again, we're on the corporate side, right? You've discussed and shared many techniques and approaches and all of that. Again, you've got an incoming person and on a manager on this side, right? We know that the context of this generation is fundamentally very different, right? What can I do as a manager, right, to make it slightly better or easier for them? So two parts of the question. First, to understand, or maybe some tips for Gen Zs, and then second, of course, we go to the managers who are recruiting them.
Yeah. So for Gen Zs, what I would say is be aware of your strengths, believe in your strengths, because sometimes the fragility of a Gen Z also gets seen, where suddenly they get anxious, they get stressed, and mental well-being can be at stake. So rather than that, do a good SWOT analysis, be aware of your strengths, and believe in them, and have the patience. So very often it is important for us to go through certain experiences, learn from them, and have the patience to just see certain things through. And when you believe in yourself, what is also important is slowly and steadily, when you overcome certain obstacles, you can validate yourself. Very often we are looking for validation outside. So you can pat yourselves on the back and say, wow, good job done. So that is something that I would ask the Gen Zs to really focus on, rather than actually relying on others for validation. And which brings us to the point that as we go through life, we require two very good, two very important qualities. That is, one is to be optimistic, that yes, I will continue doing what I know, and I will keep learning, and I will keep overcoming whatever challenges. And the second is of being resilient, where oh, it's okay to it's okay to fail, it's okay to slip, but let me sort of bounce back with double the vigor and rigor, and I can make it happen. So that is something that I would recommend. And the last thing that I want to say is that the whole thing of think before you speak, or think before you leap, again, that just keeping the impulsive sort of aspects in check. So these are things that I would give as a call to action for the Gen Z.